Hello, people. This is Jesus' daughter Lamor, and today I want to talk to you about, let's get real, people. I want to be real with you right now, like I always be. First of all, there is no competition. That's my opinion. That's the truth. There is no need for competition, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. You don't have to compete with nobody, okay? The key is, and the secret is to peace in your life, is to do what you can handle yourself to do. Okay, first of all, I'm going to use an example of what I mean by there's no need for competition and why people are competing. What the hell are you guys competing for? I mean, it's crazy. First of all, I'm going to use an example. For example, somebody might be okay, just bought a new boat? A new boat. It sounds silly as far as the example I'm using, but I'm just saying a person might have bought them a new nice boat that costs like I don't know, $4 or $5,000. And let's say the neighbors might have heard about this boat, right? So you decide, okay, my neighbors have a boat. I want a boat. Okay? So you're going to buy you a boat that looks maybe 10 times better than what the neighbor boat costs and looks, right? So therefore, you have bought you a boat. But check this out with this sneaky, sneaky devil. This is how the devil works. The devil will have you buying something to compete with your neighbor or your friends or family. And that person you're competing with, guess what? They bought them a boat, y'all, but they can afford that boat. They might have money left over to do what they need to do as far as paying their bills or handling their business, whatever it may be, okay? You might try to go buy a boat, but you might not be able to afford to buy that boat. Even though you had the money to buy the boat and you was in competition with your neighbor, that doesn't necessarily mean that you still could afford that boat. You just bought the boat. But realize you spent your money, your last money, on competing with your neighbor to buy you a boat so you won't feel left out or so you won't feel poor or you won't feel hopeless. You see what I'm saying? Or insecure. Because a lot of people compete because they're insecure, they're hopeless, or they're just confused, they don't know who they are. And it's just ridiculously sad. It's a waste of time, it's horrible, and it's the devil's works. It's hell is working in your life when you do these type of things. And I just want to say the person, to get back to the boat thing, the example of the boat, the person that bought the boat to compete with his neighbor probably spent his money on the boat when this is money that's supposed to have been taking care of bills and extra things that was more important than that boat. You see what I'm saying? But the neighbor that bought the boat, the other neighbor, I'm sorry, might can afford that boat and still have leftover money to take care of their bills while you are buying a boat, but you can't keep up the boat liabilities like keeping the boat clean, keeping the boat motor running and up, and oil changes and things like that that requires this boat to stay in good standards and good running condition. You see what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, understand when you compete, you have to look at the big picture. Be smart, be wise. Look at what comes with competing for the wrong reasons. When you compete for the wrong reasons, it leads to brokenness, destruction. It leads to animosity. It leads to anger, sadness, regrets. Being in competition with people leads to misery because at the end of the day, you can compete all you want. You can prove that you was able to buy or afford this particular boat, car, or even when it comes to relationships, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be all what it seems at the end. Okay, I know about all of this. Okay, it's not all what it seems when you try to compete with people trying to buy Jordans because your friend at school got Jordans. It's not good, man. It's not a good look, and it's not a good ending. You see what I'm saying? So competition, first of all, I'm sorry, comes from the devil. It's not coming from God, because God don't have time for that. God don't have time to be worrying about nobody trying to compete. Okay, now God is about, hey, showing the devil children that, hey, this is my child. I bless them. Now what it is. Okay, yeah, God will use his children to bless, to show their bless and light to the next person that is living for the devil. And God will use that to show the next person, look, I'm God. I bless this person. I can do the same for you if you give your life to me, if I want to use you. You see what I'm saying? God will do that. But when it comes to competition for the wrong purpose and the wrong reason, that's a no-no. That's a waste of time, ladies and gentlemen. It is a waste of time. Whether you want to believe me or be on my side with this one, it's a waste of time. Competition is not good, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people compete, you know what I'm saying? If you want to buy you a nice car, buy it because you want to buy it. Don't buy it because Susie got it next door, or Ralph got it at the schoolhouse, or don't buy you some Jordans, little kids, little teenagers, because your friend Mike got Jordans at the school, or you want to look fly like him. I mean, it's all stupid. It's all a waste of money, time. It's just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, there is no competition, no reason for competition. It's just a waste of time, and that's just petty, kitty, silly type shit for real. Sorry for cussing, but it's not really worth it. You get what I'm saying? It's a waste of God's time. It's a waste of my time, like I always say. It's just not. It's not that serious. Okay, you see rappers compete as well in the industry. One rapper buy them a fancy car, or get them a fancy looking house, or trying to get a certain looking type of chick or dude, and then the other rapper or other next singer will do the same thing or more. It's a waste of time. If you're doing all of that but you're not happy at the end, that was not from God. That is all works of the devil, and it will stay works of the devil, because God don't have time for that silly stuff. He really don't. I mean, really, he really don't. He really don't. And it's a waste of time. So I just want to understand. I just want you to understand, and that there is no need for competition. Be who you are. Be happy with what you got. You know what I'm saying? With material blessings and stuff like that. Roll with what you got. Do what it do. Make your stuff fly with what you got. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, is some people just picked out to be creative, be standouts, and you don't have to compete with nobody to prove a point to nobody. They are not Jesus. You are not there to prove your points to them. What the hell with them kind of people? Straight up. The hell with them. I mean, if they not providing you with what you need on a daily basis, and it's God waking you up every morning, it's God putting food on your table, it's God providing your every needs and your open doors that you need to get to the next level in life, whether it's financially, mentally, physically, health wise, whatever it may be. I think no competition is not shouldn't be in place. No competition should have no room in your life to feed off of. You see what I'm saying? And if you feel me, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate that, because I'm feeling this message as I speak it out to you guys. You see what I'm saying? Because it's real talk. It's real talk, man. It's real talk. And God is about real truth, and he's about what's real. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So I just want to share this message. No competition, and it's no competition. So if you have friends, if you have family that you sense that's trying to compete with you, because you smart, most ladies and gentlemen out there, y'all not stupid, you can sense when somebody's trying to compete with you after you ain't bought you a new t-shirt, a new ride, or a new pair of tennis shoes, or a new purse. You can sense it, because your cousin or your friend gonna get them that same new purse next week or better, and they'll be trying to throw it in your face. Girl, I got me a new purse like you, but girl, it's hot, ain't it? Girl, you better go on. No need for competition, sweetheart. There's no need. You won't win, because you're doing it for the wrong reason. And if you compete with somebody, you're not going to be at peace, ladies and gentlemen, when you try to compete with people for the wrong damn reason. You're not going to be at peace, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be walking in your home, miserable with your door shut, and your friends not going to even know you miserable. They're going to think you happy, but you're gonna be miserable. But they might really be happy, your friends, because they're not competing with you. They bought the purse, the car, or did what they did based on really wanting to just be happy and buy something nice for themselves to just make themselves, feel great, or just to what you call, they just want to treat themselves to something nice, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you competing with that person, you're not gonna be happy. You can't fool me. You can't fool God. You're not gonna be happy. I don't care how much you smile. I don't care how much you put that front on in front of everybody. It's a big loss. It's a big scam. It's fake. It's phony. It's not real. I know about that. It's not real. So let's just try not to even waste our time competing. It's no competition, you know what I'm saying? Now, some people compete because they just having fun. I understand they have like competitions with singing or bike riders or different type of sports. That's different because they're competing to put on a show for the world, because people are down here to be picked out and ordained for shows and singing contests and rapping contests and all kind of great things, and that's a different story. I'm talking about when people competing for the wrong reasons, to be evil or to be sick or to be just wasting all their money and time when they could use their money for something they really need it for. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to put that out here and share this message with you guys, because a lot of people go broke trying to compete with somebody when they could have saved their money to buy something they really need. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying we are perfect. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's no need to compete and trying to keep up with your friend Susie or Raquel next door, because you've been competing with this person and went broke and you're still not happy, because what you're competing with them with is, it might not even fit who you really are on the inside and who God really created you to be, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So I say lead the competition, I'm sorry, out the door. Let it be where it be. Let it stay where it stay and call it a day. Straight up.